What we are saying though, we do all need to move forward with the understanding that our ancestors need to be at the forefront of who we are as a people. That science needs to be developed. Honoring our ancestors needs to be key. We no longer can agree on, well, you do your thing and I'll do my thing. No, we can't do that. All Haitians need to come on and agree and understand the church has destroyed our country. We need to get rid of the church. Yeah, the church can no longer be here. The church can no longer be the school that's teaching our children. That can no longer continue. But what I see today is I see a lot of voodoo practitioners going on, talking about on social media. Today I heard they ask, quote unquote, an Uga, what is the poverty? He was talking about the poverty first of all, he was talking about the poverty, like we're so poor. Again, which is not true. But then when they asked him, well, what do you think the solution is? And he said, we just have to get people to work. And I'm like, really? We just have to get people to work. So the whole time, this problem is people don't want to go to work, huh? That's it? First of all, we don't have work for these people to begin with. So shouldn't that be the first thing he talked about? There is no infrastructure. You think that he would say that? No, he didn't say that. You know why? He can't say that. That's not the narrative. That's not the script they gave him. We are right back where our ancestors were. The only difference is a lot of us don't know about it. We don't know this is where we are. And unless we have a revolution, a bloody revolution at that, a very bloody one, nothing is going to move. Nothing is going to change. And our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will continue to have a minority of foreigners who are not interested in Haiti, who only wants to have the golden goose keep laying the eggs, never take care of the golden goose, because they figured, well, it's never really gonna die. They don't care about Haiti. They're not gonna develop Haiti. And if they do, they don't want us there. But then there's a group of Haitians who are well paid to feed that narrative to us, that bullshit narrative that we shall overcome. And can we just all get along and put all these things, including the problem? Let's just take the problem, what's been causing the problem all these years. Let's put it all together and it should work. Our ancestors don't want that. The Loas don't want that. They want a clean slate. They don't want the church anymore. They don't want to hear another church bell in Port-au-Prince. They don't want to hear another church bell anywhere in Haiti. They've paid with their lives to get rid of the church, to get rid of that system. The church, the colonizers, the church, the enslavers, they were all the same people. We got rid of the colonizers. We left the church. They bred another new colonizers, another set of new colonizers. You may not recognize them, but our ancestors do. And they don't want them there anymore. And they can see that you don't understand that. And they can see that you're probably never going to understand that. That's why they need a new generation of Haitians. Ones who never going to go to church, who's never going to know who Jesus is, because he doesn't matter. He never existed. Who is interested in the science that they left. The science that they used in 1791. The science that they used in 1791, which was nanotechnology. The world has just now, 10 years ago, find out what it was. And they knew it in 1791. So you see how far ahead we could have been had we been in the laboratories, in the universities, okay? And if we were applying what we are getting here, putting it into application and making it top secret. Just like the Pentagon make their stuff top secret. Just like Iran is making its stuff top secret. Nobody's supposed to know. This is national security. We need a generation of Haitians who understand that science and who can put it into application and who can explain it to the rest of the world. The world needs to understand our science from our point of view. They already understand it from their point of view, and they'll make sure you never understand it, but there is a part of that science that we can only understand because we are the direct descendants of those ancestors, and they have left that in our DNA. We need to decode it, and to decode it, you can't be in a church. You're not learning anything in the church. They're not teaching you nothing in the church that you need to understand about science. I told a Christian the other day that the planet Earth was 4.5 billion years old. He says, that's not true. Where did you get that? That's not even true. You see, this is the state of our people. This is general information. I mean, they did studies. Yeah, there's a way for you to do studies to find out how old is the Earth. You know, there's geological studies that they can do to find out how long this rock